So club champion's better is what I'm hearing.
Oh, you mean in not?
Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Paige, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are at Club Champion today, and Johnny, we are fitting you for a new driver today. Are you excited?
I am so excited.
But we gotta talk about this because you did just get fit, and we're gonna try to beat that today.
I can't mention the name I got fit at, but I'm excited.
You did say all of your family has come to Club Champion.
They have. The last 3 members of my family have gotten fitted for, I think, a full set of clubs here. So I had to follow suit and am excited to beat the number that I had before today.
Hopefully they use code Paige. And you finally came to your senses, so I'm excited about that. Matt, how are you feeling? Because normally people who come in have just gone clubs off the rack, and it's pretty easy to beat that. But you're going up against a pretty good driver today. It's like a head-to-head competition right now.
Nothing we can't handle. So it's really, you see this fairly often, right? And I think it's always good to get fit, whether it's once, whether it's twice. You can always keep a pulse on these things. So albeit maybe not the swing has changed so much in maybe those few weeks or whatever, but I feel confident with all the matrix that we have that we can make something that's you're really gonna like out there, to be honest with you. So I'm excited to test with you.
It's about accuracy too, isn't it?
Yes. So we're gonna see if we can beat Johnny's old driver. Let's go. Okay, so we're about to get started, and before we get into this, just a couple questions. So what's your handicap?
About 10, 11.
Okay. You play a lot?
In the summer. Not as much in the winter months, given here in New York.
And then when you're talking and looking at your driver, like what's most important to you? Are you trying to trace distance, or are you looking at your dispersion, trying to make that a little bit tighter?
A lot of dispersion. I'm a former baseball player. I tend to be pretty wild off the tee, and that probably accounts for 8 of the 10 of my handicap, frankly. So I think dispersion is my biggest quest today.
Yeah, well, let's hit some.
All right.
There's that baseball speed.
There it is.
So there's the baseball slice to the right.
You crush it.
Yeah, miss one, dude.
Sure. I feel like he just has so much left in there.
This optimizer here shares with us how we can get the optimal carry out of the ball flight as well as the total. Now you can look at it kind of from this side standpoint and see that blue cone. That blue cone is ultimately what we're looking for. We're looking to get there. The way that we get there is by just knocking that spin down. Because I think what Paige was saying is totally right. You've got a ton of speed in the tank.
I think we have a lot to work with.
I think we got our work cut out for us. This will be good.
But not only that, it's going to go farther. What you're talking about with the spin, your dispersion is always going to get a lot tighter too, which is great. That's what we want.
Yeah, cool. So this will be Ventus Black 6X TR. I like the head. I feel like the shaft head combo goes like low, low, low. You are hitting it solid, so I like the action off the face, but I gotta find something that gets that ball a little bit airborne.
Yeah.
So let me dive into the toolbox. So we are gonna go Tensei Orange.
I can see why you're struggling with your previous driver, because that good shot does bleed quite a bit right.
Yeah.
And then to try to fix it, you get that two-way miss going,
Yeah.
where you're pulling it and it pulls left, goes left, and then you have the consistent swing that's going right.
Yeah.
So you don't have that consistent shot shape that you're looking for.
That felt better than the one before.
Yeah, like that. I feel like those are the numbers that we should be seeing for how hard he hits it. I mean, I take that all day
It's
long.
the dispersion. On my old club, that probably would have gone out of bounds.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is just turn the loft up a little bit so you don't get any of those bleeders out to the right. And then maybe you get used to hitting something that's a little bit face angle closed. That's just gonna help you hit it solid.
People think about loft, they think high and low, but you're talking about it in direction. So how does loft impact it moving more right for him?
Yeah, so it's ultimately going to change how that club head sits up at address.
Okay.
It's really the equivalent to a bumper in bowling.
Yeah.
Is you can put basically something up there as much as you can to encourage your shot shape. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work every time, but it brings you into a corral where it's like, okay.
How does this fitting compared to your previous one?
He has explained this to me as if I'm a third grader, which I am in golf terms. So it helps me understand the bumpers in bowling was extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Now I kind of feel like I understand.
Get a couple more out of this, John. I honestly like how I'm gonna honestly start looking at heads at this point. I mean, I feel really good about this shaft, how you're swinging it. And I'm probably thinking like, I think this dark speed would be interesting. I think that like 9 degrees LS. You mean not all of them are 290 down the middle? It's like a little less curve. I mean, that spin's just down, man. Down, down, down. Love it, too.
This one does feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I think the best of all.
You look really confident
6 of them.
with it.
Good. Yeah, we can hang around that 170 ball speed.
Mm-hmm. Misses are better, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding, dude. Over
So
3
good.
bills.
Really, really good.
Should we give a golf clap?
Yeah,
for
that
Is a golf
deserves a
clap
golf
worthy?
clap.
Yeah, that was all right. Very nice.
The consistency is what I'm really liking.
You know?
That's so good.
It wasn't there before, so whatever you did with this driver.
So, new leader in the clubhouse. Let's try 1 or 2 more just to put it up against it, but it only would get better than that.
When you got fit last, did they even have the Cobra there for you to try?
I don't think so. I think it was only Callaway because that was my previous driver.
So you didn't try any other brands?
I didn't
only
try any
Callaway?
other brands. Just Callaway. Been interesting to hit a Titleist, Cobra.
Every brand? You wanna
Every
try?
brand,
We have
exactly.
it.
You have to.
So Club Champion's better is what I'm hearing.
Oh, you mean in not?
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, it felt
Nice.
good.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's why I love that club. Just that
Oh,
feeling about the bases.
Sounds so
Yeah.
good.
Oh my gosh.
You just hear it.
A little high on the face. Good miss.
Yeah.
Hey, giving us something to work with.
Save the best for last. I probably like this one the best.
So I'm gonna look through some of these numbers together and I'm gonna organize for us really the ones that I like. I like this 147, 147,
The
148,
consistency
146.
with it is just,
Yeah.
And then it was 5-0, 3-9, 4-1, 3-9. So that's 2 good drives. And then 3, you'd be like, oh, I got away with that. Oh, okay, I got away with that. So I think it speaks to the forgiveness of the TaylorMade.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, it's worth looking at it again and seeing like, hey, if I can get that dispersion, I'm gonna be pretty happy
Yeah,
with that.
it's just hard when you're looking at the TaylorMade numbers and you see that 306 and that 309,
course.
and you're like, that's what I want.
Exactly, yeah.
Just those couple over 300, and
Yeah,
like
it
you're
gets
like,
you excited.
eyes just light up, and you're like,
Hey, Vegas
"Woo!"
lights. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
What I do during my club fittings is when I get to this point where I have 2 that I'm a little bit in between, I'll take 3 shots with each one and see which one feels
Yeah.
the best, works the best, and then I make the decision after that. It just sounds so good.
I know.
Yeah.
He's like, I want this driver. This
I
is
know.
my baby.
I get
Make
people
it
who
work.
come in here like, I'm gonna make technique. This thing
Yeah.
works.
Slowing down my swing.
That swing was 6 miles an hour faster.
Yeah, great swing there. Yeah.
A fair contender.
I'd say it was a good little batch there.
Call that a fair contender. Usually when we're at this point of the fit, once you hit that ball, I usually start filling out the build sheet.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, I know where we're going here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You'll know almost immediately after you hit this one if that one just feels better too.
Yeah. Oh, it's that one. It's this one. Yeah.
I mean, that was roasted.
Yeah, it was roasted.
1.51. That was.
I probably like this one the best.
What was it about that one that felt better, or?
It was something about the head coming through where I just felt like I was getting it in the, I don't know what you call it, the slot.
You said that the first go around with that driver tee, you just said that the club is just squaring up and it just feels so good.
It's just such a unique setup for you.
Yeah.
This is for John.
Yep.
Your buddies are gonna pick up that driver and be like, I don't know how he
Yeah,
works his magic,
yeah.
but sure does.
So was my first one 1.5? Is that the one that I hit the best?
That was the one you hit the best. Yeah, the legal limit is 1.50, but I won't tell any golf, governing bodies about that.
Now it's up to you. You
I
have
think-
the tough decision here to make.
I know. I'm gonna hit
I
one
mean, they're
more.
both so good.
I'm gonna hit one more and decide.
I know,
What's
it's
your
tough.
decide?
It's really hard.
So now we have the big reveal. What driver are you going to pick?
Paige, it's a really tough choice, but I think after getting a proper fit at Club Champion,
Where did you get fit before?
I got fit at.
Can we say,
You can't say.
are we allowed to say?
I don't want to talk bad about
Don't
So we
talk
won't
bad
say
about
bad-
me.
Okay, but we have gone with the Cobra. The crowd goes wild. So let's talk about the setup. What did we end up with?
So we have a dark speed LS low spin at 9 degrees for the head. The setting that is on the adapter is +1 degrees of loft. +1 degrees of loft is just shutting that face a little bit. Almost keep a bumper up on the right side of the golf course. One-way miss, that would be nice. The LS spin for the LS head for the low spin, right? So we can keep that down, get you your distance. I don't need you swinging harder out there to get it to go further. And then we ended up in the Tensei Orange 60-gram X-Flex. I think both of us watching him swing that when he went from the blue to the black to that shaft was, okay, cool. Now we're on to something where we can hit it solid each time. The shaft is ultimately the part that you're really swinging, and then the club head is really just attached to the end there so we get the right angle and the right weight. But I love the setup, man. I think we gave it some good tests, put it up against some good drivers. Another one for and I'm happy with what we ended up with.
Me too.
So why did you decide to go with the Cobra?
I think like we were talking about, it's just consistency and it's being out on the course and being able to know that, you know, if you miss it a little bit, you're still gonna be okay. You're still in the hole. There's a lot of holes with my former driver, you know, where you're out immediately and then, you know, that's no fun. You gotta play match play with your friends. Now you can play stroke play and feel pretty confident. So I'm excited to go out and play. And anyone want to play 18?
No.
I'm done. Got it.
Yeah, work on my game a little bit more, but yeah. I'll play up a tee, you can play back one, we'll be good. Thank you so much to both of you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and definitely don't go to Club Champion. I will link it down below. There are no excuses. You guys have seen it here today that even if you get fit, you need to go to a place that really knows their stuff and they care about giving you the best equipment possible for you and your game. Always remember, don't fit the driver to fit your swing. Wait, we're gonna do that. Always fit the club.
Yeah, it is a tongue
Come
twister.
on,
I got you.
we need to we need your help
Yeah,
here.
have the club fit the swing, not the swing fit the club.
There we go.
And
And cut. That's it for today. And hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.
Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
You can I'll hold your club. You can touch them, play with them.
Touch them.